I'm sorry, Captain, but we have a bit of a problem with one of the passengers. Oh boy, well, how many Twitter followers does he have? Forget the resume, son. Let's just take a look at what you have posted on your Facebook instead. Last wish? Yes. I want to update my Facebook status as dead. Facebook, a great place to spread gossip. Social media is a predominantly popular trend among college students today. Individuals of all diverse ages, cultures, and genders use their social media patterns for different reasons. Early theories of mass communication viewed the mass media as having a uniform and immediate influence on individuals whom they perceive as easily susceptible to influence and unable to form their own opinions. The purpose of my study was to evaluate my personal autoethnography motifs to my social media habits. These habits included consumer consumption, gratification, and sustaining relationships. Social media is taking over our society through multiple platforms according to recent studies. In September 2014, Pew Research Center conducted a national survey of 2,000 people over the telephone, which included landlines and cell phones. The researchers concluded that the top social media site was Facebook. Though their growth has slowed, it still has remained on top with 800 million active viewers. The researchers also found that Facebook ownership had decreased in other platforms such as LinkedIn, Pinterest, which is used for creative ideas, Instagram, used by countless celebrities, and Twitter, where even the First Lady has her own Twitter account, has increased in usership. This study was to analyze my own social media habits, primarily through Facebook, Instagram, and texting. This thesis also examines if my conclusions are the same in other countries as well to my own. For example, does a girl in Norway use their social media in the same way I use my own? The final research question seeks to determine whether I seek gratification to keep up with relationships that I have on social media, or do I use it more for consumer purposes? These questions will analyze why I find the need to access my social media accounts. This study was to see what trends I follow and what gratifications I feel after viewing the content, which will then be applied to my research questions. Thus, creating my media log, which, as you guys know, recorded our social media habits. This log consisted of the date and time, media outlet, purpose and expectations, content, and gratification. In analyzing my findings, I found that time in which I accessed my social media accounts was in sequence. If I accessed one, then I would check all of them at the same time. For example, on June 1st, at 12:22 was the first time I used one of my social media accounts, which was for texting. Falling within that exact same time, I used Snapchat at 12:22 again, concluded by Facebook at 12:23. And this actually happened several times over the course of my media log. My primary media outlet throughout this study was texting. Following the use of texting was Instagram and then Facebook. The recorded media log concluded that I was texting 48% of the time, Instagram 25%, Facebook 20%, and used other social media platforms 7%. Analyze the second part of my data was highly interesting. This section included the purpose and primary expectations of my social media use. In conclusion, I found that the reason I checked my accounts in the first place was because I either received a notification or received a text. The only time I went out of my way to access a social media account was because I had already been on other two platforms, those being texting and Facebook, so I found the need to get on another. After getting notifications and texts from others, I found the need to get on my Instagram account, which also showed mixed levels of gratification based on if I had a positive or no gratification at all from my other two platforms. The two main purposes of my social media were to keep up with pre-existing relationships and for consumption. The pre-existing relationships were used on social media accounts, primarily through Facebook and texting, and consumption was used through my Instagram accounts. The theory that I applied in my study was the uses and gratification theory. This is, the focus of the theory is on what people do with the media rather than the influence or impact of the media on the individual. I influence my own media in a variety of ways. Each social media platform I use is for my own personal uses and gratification. For example, if I was having a bad day, I would view material that was sad. And if I was having a happy day, I would see happy material through my social media accounts.